Thank you. Playbook. Make sure you always have this with you. If I ever see you and ask you, hey, where's your playbook? I want you to have your playbook on you, right? When I played football in college and they gave us a playbook, we got fined if we didn't have it on us. By the way, college football players have no money. So, well, they do now, but back then they didn't. And a $10 fine meant I didn't eat. Seriously. So I always had my playbook on me. This is your playbook, right, Mithun? Yes. You are on path to become, and by the way, welcome. Thank you. Yeah. You are on the path to become a millionaire real estate agent. This is an affirmation. This is also something you should write down. You are on the path to become a millionaire real estate agent. All of you are on a journey with a destination that is assured. And that destination is to earn $1 million selling real estate, and then to net $1 million selling real estate, and then to receive $1 million from your real estate business. And then, Diane Schuster, this is for you, to give away $1 million. All of you.
That's right. Yep.
Thank you.
Goals, big goals.
That's right. Now, shift. We've started looking at this book recently because we started to see a little bit of a change in the market in July. If you were at Stats yesterday, you heard some awesome information. And you also heard how good the market is, how awesome the market is through the second quarter of the year. And it's all true story. What you didn't hear, because it's not part of second quarter stats, is what happened in July. That will be part of third quarter stats. Now, hopefully, I can say that word, it's a blip on the radar and we get back to record-breaking numbers in August and September. However, at least here locally, in the market that I work, in the real estate agents that I train and coach, the month of July 2021 versus the month of July 2020 for units sold and closed volume, we're down by 25%. It's a pretty big decrease. Now, when the market shifts from more to less, we need to make a shift in our mindset, and we need to make a shift in the activities that we are holding ourselves accountable to every single day. So a couple of weeks ago, we got into shift, page 49, tactic number 4, find the motivated lead generation. And summarizing, you have to double down on your lead generation activities. You have to double down on your lead generation standards in order to get the same results. When we shift from a market of more to less, you still have the same number of real estate agents competing for less business. Now, it's common sense that that's a skill-based market, that you have to master your skills as a real estate agent, but you also have to double down on lead generation in order to maintain, Aaron Kaufman, the same level of business. True or false? True. Aaron says true. He said it so loud that people at Starbucks could hear him. That's sarcasm. Now, you know what? When it's time to get into action, it's time to get into action. And I don't know about you, but for me, it's go time. Now, here's what my favorite author has to say on the subject of getting into action. Now, my goal here this morning in the next 15 minutes is to inspire you to reach deep and to do more than you think you're capable of, because all of you have more within you. At the end of the day, all you could do is all you could do, and all you could do is enough when you do all you could do. I'm going to say that again because that's something else you should write down. At the end of the day, all you could do is all you could do. And all you could do is enough when you do all you could do. That means if there's a little bit left in your gas tank, you didn't do all you could do. If you could have made one more call, you didn't do all you could do. What if that one more call, Alan, was $1 million listing?
You would have missed it.
You would have missed it because you didn't make the call. I don't know if Michael Topo is on the call today. He is usually, and I have a limited number of people I can see on my screen right now. And Michael and I were having a conversation one day, and Michael said, I hit my goals. I'm heading home. I'm like, awesome. Good for you, Michael. And then I asked him, did you do all you could do? And his response was, well, no, I have more. And I'm like, how about just going a little bit further? Go home and enjoy your family. But before you do, just go a little bit further. Give a little bit more. All right, time to get into action. Beginning today, I will create a new future by creating a new me. The Bible says to become a new creation by the renewing of your mind. Everything starts with how you think. No longer will I dwell in a pit of despair, moaning over squandered time and lost opportunity. I can do nothing about the past. My future is immediate. I will grasp it in both hands and carry it with running feet. When I am faced with the choice of doing nothing or doing something, I will always choose to act. I seize this moment. I choose now. I am a person of action. I am energetic. I move quickly. Knowing that laziness is a sin, I will create a habit of lively behavior. I will walk with a spring in my step and a smile on my face. Here, you want me to let you in on a secret? Look at me. This doesn't come naturally. I actually have to work on this. And smile. Aaron, thank you. Smile when you talk. Watch people when they're talking to you. It's like this. Even if they're telling you a joke, this is the face they've got. Until they give you the punchline, and then they're going to laugh, maybe, even if it's not funny. Smile. You want to be a magnet for people. Smile. I'm telling you, holy cow. Smile at people when you're standing in line at Starbucks, right? There's this woman that was going shopping, and she was shopping with her daughter, and they buy the items that they're going to buy, and they walk away, and they're walking through the store. And this woman looks at her daughter and says, oh my gosh, can you believe the look that lady gave me? And the daughter says, yeah, Mom, it was the same look you gave her. Yeah, there you go. We don't know it until we see it on somebody else. Smile. The lifeblood rushing through my veins is urging me upward and forward into activity and accomplishment. Wealth and prosperity hide from the sluggard, but rich rewards comes to the person who moves quickly. I am a person of action. I inspire others with my activity. I am a leader. Leading is doing. To lead, I must move forward. Many people move out of the way for a person on the run. Others are caught up in their wake. My activity will create a wave of success for people who follow me. As a leader, I have the ability to encourage and inspire others to greatness. It is true, an army of sheep led by a lion will defeat an army of lions led by a sheep. I am a person of action. I can make a decision. I can make it now. A person who moves neither left nor right is destined for mediocrity. When faced with a decision, many people say they are waiting for God, but I understand in most cases, God is waiting for me. He has given me a healthy mind to gather and sort information and the courage to come to a conclusion. I am not a quivering dog, indecisive and fearful. My constitution is strong. My pathway is clear. Successful people make their decisions quickly and change their minds slowly. I am a person of action. I am daring and I am courageous. Fear no longer has a place in my life. For too long, fear has outweighed my desire to make things better for my family. Never again. I have exposed fear as a vapor, an imposter that never had any power over me in the first place. Zig Ziglar would tell you fear, F-E-A-R, stands for false evidence appearing real. By the way, did you know fear is faith? Fear is faith that something bad is going to happen. Fear is having faith in something bad. By the way, your subconscious will buy that much faster and with less resistance than it will buy faith based on something good. In other words, when I share with you to start every day with the affirmation that I walk like, talk like, look like, and have the checkbook of a millionaire real estate agent, I am on the path to become a millionaire real estate agent. Your subconscious is telling you BS. It ain't going to happen. I promise you, I know that's true. Now, if I told you to start every day with, I'm broke and I can't afford to pay my bills, your subconscious is all in. It's like, yeah, you're right. You are. You're broke and you can't afford to pay your bills. I'm on board with that. We live in a negative world. Want me to prove it? Here. You get it when you look at a loaf of bread. It has two what? It has two what? Ends. Why don't they call it two beginnings? What are Saturday and Sunday? What do we call that? The weekend. Why don't we call it the strong end? You are programmed for negativity. It is the world that you live in. Now you get to rewrite the program. I do not fear opinion. This is really important to me because do you think there's people who don't agree with me? Say yes. You think there's people who don't like me? Say yes. Do you think there's people who have a negative opinion of me? Say yes. I do not fear opinion, gossip, or the idle chatter of monkeys, for all are the same to me. I do not fear failure, for in my life, failure is a myth. Failure exists only for the person who quits, and I do not quit. If you are with me, awesome. And if you are not with me, awesome. I do not care what you think or say. I am going forward. You can come with me or not. Your choice. All right, take yourself off mute. Talk to me. See, did I lose anybody? No, cool. Nobody's mad at me. Larry, it's good to see you.
Yeah, we were in Iowa, so we missed out, but we're back again. No, I think it's so true. I mean, you really have to follow. You got to follow your own way. And we've all been around long enough to hear about leaders, and you need to have the self-confidence. And I think you do a great job. I've told Jenny Allende, one of our coaches down here, I said, hey, this guy, I just listen to him. You need to do a little more on the buyer side, but I understand why you focus on the listing side. So, because I think you do a great job on the listing side. I like to hear some of those strengths apply to the other side. Not that that's most important, but it rounds out the John Dietz.
I appreciate that, Larry. Thank you for that. And I'll make a note of that. And
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand where you're heading.
Yeah.
John,
Yeah.
John,
Yes.
when you say, and you say this a lot, like, people like me or whatever, the thing is that a lot of people are scared to hear the truth or afraid to hear the reality, and they take it personally versus take it as, and I'm not talking about you in general, I'm just talking about like reality in general. Like, no matter what job you have, or I'm sorry, not job, no matter what your everyday mission is, whether it is work, whether it is raising a family, whatever you do in life, if you don't put anything into it, you're not going to get anything back from it, no matter what you do, period. There's just, that's, so yeah. So it's, you could pussyfoot around it or sugarcoat it, whatever you want to say, or you could just say the facts and say, this is the deal. Period.
Thank you, Diane. I appreciate that. And I agree. As leaders, one of our jobs is to hold up the mirror. And sometimes people don't like what they see. And okay, good with that. All right, I want to hear from somebody in the room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 people in here today, Diane. That's pretty good compared to the last couple of weeks. And we're going to get back to 20 every day. Yeah. Not yet. Let's let this Delta variant figure itself out. And then, yes, we'll get back to 20. Aaron.
To kind of piggyback off what Diane said, the saying where the Bible verse that says faith without works is death.
Faith without works is death. Yeah. When Peter walked on water, and guys, for anybody who has, I think you guys know, faith is a big part of my life. I don't hide it, and what my beliefs are, because I don't hide that either. But I also respect other people's faith. And Peter, when Peter walked on the water, he was fine. He was walking on the water in faith as long as he looked at Jesus. As soon as he took his eyes off Jesus and he looked at the waves, he started to drown. Now, I'm on a journey with a destination that is assured. And all around me, the waves are crashing. Now, I can choose to stay focused on that destination. This one thing I do, I press on toward the mark. I can choose to stay focused on that destination, to stay focused on the path, or I could take my eyes off the prize and look at the waves that are crashing around me. Economic crisis, health crisis. I could go on, and I'm not going to, because if you're not thinking about it, I don't want you to think about it. And if I take my eye off my destination, I will start to drown. Alan, I saw your hand. Are you waving at me?
No, it's just
scratching.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see. It is 9:27. Time to get to work. How's that? Guys, I appreciate you. I really do. Do me a favor. Make August an amazing month for you. Be the best that you can be, not the best that there is. Be the best that you can be. Be a duck and just lead generate every day until somebody gives you some bread. And don't stop until they do. Dance until it rains. It's simple. You're a rain dancer. Your job is to create opportunity. And if you want to succeed as a rain dancer, just don't stop dancing until it rains. It's just that simple. Get on the phone today and have conversations with people until somebody schedules an appointment with you. It's just that simple. Whether or not the market, I'm not going to use the word shift, whether or not the market changes month over month and there's fewer sales this month than there were last month, who cares? Whether or not there's fewer people listing their homes right now than there was a month ago, who cares? There's still enough for you to hit your goals. You just have to be more diligent and more determined to find the people who want to buy a home and the people who want to sell a home. Get on the phone and just be determined to make August the best month it can be for you. Time to get to work. What's work? Work is 20 conversations, not 19, not 18, not 17 conversations. Because if I have 17 conversations and I don't have the 18th conversation, I could have missed $1 million listing that I didn't get because I didn't have the conversation. And I don't know that I didn't get the opportunity because I didn't have the conversation. Make care calls, not sale calls. Always lead with gratitude. Thank you for taking my call. I appreciate you. Bring value to every single conversation. Focus on getting an appointment, getting a referral, adding somebody to your database, or building a relationship. How about all four? Find somebody today that is thinking of selling their home, whether it's next week, 30 days from now, 6 months from now, or a year from now, doesn't matter, because a year from now, you're going to need listings. Get face-to-face. Oh, and buyers, Larry. Get face-to-face with somebody who is thinking of selling their home or buying a home, and follow up forever, because you reject rejection. No is not a word that lives in your vocabulary. No simply means not yet. Remember, people will never change their mind, but what they will do is make a new decision based on new information. And when you follow up forever, you're creating emotional proximity, which means when I get serious about buying a home or selling a home, I'm going to hire the person who is closest to me. And when you've done that and you've given them an opportunity to make a new decision based on new information, Aaron, that new decision will be to hire me. Okay, here we go. All right, make it a great day, everybody.
Thank you, John.
It's always
Thank you,
my pleasure.
John.
Always. my
Thank you, John.
pleasure. Yes.
Thank you.
I'm staying on.
Larry, I would love it if you came down to Coral Springs and hung out with me. That would absolutely be a pleasure. Let's make that happen. All right, I'm not closing the Zoom call here. Let me just stop live stream and stop the recording.